Introduction. Let's say we all just take a deep breath. I need one. I bet you do too. When you start a new book, there's a reason. You're looking for something. You may not know what exactly, but something. And with all my heart, I hope you find it. And when I start typing a book, I'm looking for something too. And with all my heart, I hope I find it too. I've kind of gotten into yoga lately. This new studio opened in my neighborhood, and lots of my friends began to practice there. They play loud music, mostly pop and hip hop, and I'm almost guaranteed to have a friend in any class I take. And that's pretty much all the push I need to exercise. Great music and my pals. As I started to attend classes, I really began to love it, but I need a lot of guidance. So rather than being the annoying gal in the back row who needs a personal tutor, I chose instead to watch some YouTube videos with instructions, and I bought a mat. Also with instructions, like it shows me exactly where to put my hands and my feet. I try to mostly sign up for Emmy's classes because we're friends, and if someone's going to make me do a standing split, listen, you need to Google it, and then die a little about how hard it is to do a standing split. I want to at least believe that the instructor likes me as a person. I also frequent the Wednesday night class taught by Kula, but it is very hard and sometimes makes me feel like crying, whatever. The start of each class is the same, child's pose, which is like you're bowing to someone with your arms stretched fully in front of you, shins on the mat, and your body folded over your bent legs. Then Emmy tells us to breathe in through our nose and sigh out through our mouth. It feels silly the first time, making a loud sighing sound, but now it feels natural. It truly is like pushing out whatever has been aching inside of me that day and then sighing about the things I tried to hold in during a busy morning or a stressful meeting or a hard FaceTime conversation. It's cleansing. It really is. The breathing and sighing prepares me for the work ahead that my body is going to do. Yoga hurts as we go. It stretches me, but it's always worth it. Even if I end class collapsed down again in child's pose, covered in sweat, muscles aching, breathing, sighing. I'm breathing now, sitting here, wondering how this thing is going to turn out. For the first time in my writing life, I don't see the end of this book yet because I don't know the end of the story. It is so scary to me. You've probably heard me say before how when I write books, I don't feel like my job is to create them out of thin air, but to find them. The books I'm meant to write are already sitting on a heavenly shelf, and my job is to find each one, almost like mining for treasure as God directs me, whispers to me, and brings themes and stories to my mind. I also like to think that my grandmothers, since they miss seeing my books published on earth, have dedicated a portion of their bookshelves in heaven to my works, the ones already in print and the ones that none of us know yet. But this book is different. I'm writing it, but I'm reading it too. I'm listening and learning and figuring out with each stroke of the key that I need this. I need to remember God. Andrew Osenga asked me to come over to record a podcast one day, a Thursday. His wife, Allison, one of my best friends, was there with us, sitting on the couch drinking coffee. Their 3 daughters, Ella, Sadie, and Charlotte, were all at Vacation Bible School, much to my sadness because I find them endlessly entertaining. Andrew and I sat down at the dining room table, each to our own microphone. He started with some basic questions about my job and how I got here professionally. Then we started talking about this book, the writing I was soon to be doing here, and we talked about who I was writing for. With each of my books, I know exactly who I hope is on the other side of the words. In fact, I do more than just picture them in my mind. I usually frame a picture on my desk of the exact person or people I'm thinking about when I'm sitting there typing my brains out. Except I hadn't done it yet this time. The person or people weren't clear to me. I'd thought about it a few times, but hadn't landed on a photograph I wanted to frame on my desk. But as soon as Andrew asked me about this book, I suddenly knew exactly who I've been writing for all along. This one is different than anything I've ever written, I said, and as tears loosened and began to stream down my cheeks, because this one, I think I'm writing it for me. And that makes me cry. Because if I don't come out of this thing ruthlessly believing, then you may not either. So I'm trying, gosh, y'all know, I'm trying so hard to grab on and not let go, to believe with